When was the last time you had some yam balls? This is crispy on the outside. Just listen to this.
Can you hear the crunch?
Soft and fluffy on the inside. This is great for your holiday table. You can serve it as an appetizer or have it with your side dish. Very simple and easy to come together. Let's dive right in. Alright guys, so I have this tuber of yam. I'm not going to use all of it, so I'll cut what I will not be using off. I'll set that aside, and this is the one that I will be using. So I'll start off by peeling the yam. If you do not have yam, that is no problem at all. In place of the yam, you may also use potatoes, which is a great substitute for the yam. So I'll go ahead and peel this, then cut it into chunks. So if you're new here, my name is Gifty. A warm and pleasant welcome to you. Thank you so much for stopping by. I hope you do subscribe. And to all our returning subscribers, thank you so much for the love and support. If kindly please check your notification bells. If it is not on, please turn it on and set it to all. This way you get all of my notifications anytime I upload a new video. We'll now proceed to rinse off the yam, then we'll go ahead and cook it. The yam is ready to go, so I have it in a pot with some water. I'll add a little bit of salt to taste and cover it and allow this to boil for about 10-15 minutes or so until it's nice and tender. So whilst the yam cooks, these are the rest of the ingredients. I have here some carrots, some spring onions. I used about 4 sprigs of that. Then I have here some evaporated milk. You can also use regular whole milk, and some butter. I have here my flour. This is some egg and some evaporated milk. And I have over here some breadcrumbs, which I'm going to use. So we'll go back and check on the yam. I'll insert a fork to check if it is done, and as you can see, it goes through very easily. So I'll drain this, allow it to cool off a little bit, and this is what it looks like. It tasted so good, so delicious. I'll proceed to mash this in my earthen bowl. If you don't have an earthen bowl, you may also just put the yam in a bowl and use a potato masher to mash this. Very simple and easy. So I'll fluff it up a little bit, that way it doesn't stick, okay, to the earthen bowl, and I'll continue mashing until we are done. I have here about 2 tablespoons of butter, and I will mix this together until it incorporates well with the yam. Then next I'm going to add in some evaporated milk. As I mentioned earlier, you can also use whole milk if you don't have the evaporated milk, and I'm going to add it in bits. This way our yam batter is not too wet. Okay, so this is the last one that I'm adding it in, and I'll mix it until it's nice and soft. And next I'll go ahead and add in my carrots and spring onions. This adds a nice texture and some flavor to the yam balls as well. So mix this in until very well incorporated. Go ahead and form our balls. And we'll dip this in the flour first. Then next, with the egg, with a different hand, go in. Then we will go into our breadcrumbs, okay? I'll place this in my asanka. So I'm going to finish doing this. So over here, as you can see, I went ahead and formed the balls, then coated it with the flour and until everything was exhausted. So next I'll just dip it into the egg mixture, then into the breadcrumbs, which makes it so much easier to do. And so I will keep on doing this until everything is exhausted. Then we'll proceed to fry our yam balls. So just in case you're wondering why I have only one glove on, this was my last glove. Okay, I previously uploaded this recipe onto my Facebook page, and someone asked why I'm using only one glove, and this was my last glove that I had. Okay, that's why I'm using just one. Right, so our oil is nicely heated. I have a piece of spring onion in there, so I'll now proceed to add the yam balls in there. You want to fry this until it's nice and golden brown. Then we'll get it out of the oil, then place it on a paper towel to drain off any excess oil. So at this point, I'm just turning it to ensure that all sides of the yam balls fry equally and beautifully. Alright guys, so our first batch is ready. We'll get it out of the oil. This is the second batch going in. So you want to be very careful as you are frying this way. You don't burn yourself or the oil doesn't splatter on you or anything of that sort. So our second batch is ready. Get it out of the oil and set it on a paper towel to drain off any excess. And this is our last batch, which we are frying, and we'll be done. And here is our last batch coming out of the oil. It looks amazing, very nice golden color, and we will give this a taste. Okay guys, so our yam balls are ready. As you can see, beautiful. And I like to enjoy this with some hot pepper sauce. So let's give it a try. Nice and golden brown. Can you hear the crunch? As you can see, this is so nice and crispy on the outside, soft and fluffy inside, and the carrots adds a little some to it, and the hot pepper sauce goes so perfectly with it. And that is it for today. I really hope you give this recipe a try. Very simple, very easy to make, and as I mentioned, if you do not have any yam, you can also use some potatoes for this. Absolutely delicious. And that is it for today. Thank you so much for doing this with me. And until we meet again, stay blessed, stay out of trouble, and be well. Bye, y'all.